Good afternoon, class. We're here to talk about cells, the difference between animal cells and plant cells. The cell membrane is the portion that we're going to discuss first. It is the outside of the cell. The cell membrane is there to separate the interior of the cell from the outside environment. So it is basically there to protect the cell. The next portion of the cell we're going to talk about is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is a gel-like fluid that is mostly made up of water. It is the internal substructure that holds the contents of the cell together. It basically is there to, give it structure kind of and hold everything there. The third portion that we are going to discuss is the last one that has in common with both animal and plant cells, which is the nucleus. The nucleus is the portion of the cell. It is like it's kind of like an inner cell membrane, but this contains most of the cell's genetic material, the D.N.A. of the cell. D.N.A. being deoxyribonucleic acids. And we will learn about more about that later. The next thing we're going to talk about is specific to plant cells. It is only found in plants, like trees and flowers and stuff. And the first thing is chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are, as I said, only found in plants. And what plants do with chloroplasts is they're used to make energy through photosynthesis. They take light and water and turn it into energy. The next thing we're going to talk about is the vacuole. The vacuole are mainly just an enclosed area of the plant that just holds extra water for the cell. It will hold as much water as the cell needs, and it'll get rid of excess water that the cell doesn't need. Like it circulates water and it holds water, kind of like a balloon. It'll inflate with more water and deflate with less. The last thing that is specific to plant life is the cell wall. And the cell wall is a tough, flexible layer that surrounds the cell membrane. It is there to help keep the plant standing tall. Like big trees you see, the way that they stand up is through the cell wall. Excuse me. And keep the cells of the plants from overexpanding and popping. Like if it fills up with too much water, like if the vacuole just kept building up water, more and more water, if it didn't have that cell wall, it would just kind of pop, and it would just explode. That is the last thing that a plant has that's different from animal cell. So together, they have cell membranes, cytoplasms, and nucleuses, and then separate from that, plants only have chloroplasts, vacuoles, and cell walls. Now, what I'd like you to do is everybody take out a pencil and paper and your colored pencils. What we're going to do is we're going to draw our own cells. So go ahead and start drawing out your cells, and you're going to draw both. You're going to draw a plant cell, and then you're going to draw an animal cell. And I want you to use your colored pencils to show the differences between the nucleus, the chloroplasts, and the vacuoles. And give yourself a nice little cell wall for your plant cell, and then the same thing for your animal cells. Separate the colors, use different ones, and I'm not too concerned with which colors you use where. And tonight, for homework, what you'll have to do for me is you're going to define these terms. So as I've explained them to you, I want you to define them. I want you to define the cell membrane, the cytoplasts, the nucleus, the chloroplasts, the vacuoles, and the cell wall, and give me a basic description of their functions. And if you can, extra credit, tell me what DNA stands for, and give me a very simple definition of what it is. And I don't need like a paragraph or nothing. I just need one sentence of a quick little explanation of what DNA does, and spell it for me. Alrighty, thank you very much, and have a good day.